We're going to talk about the data analysis for the fiscal year of 2019 dreaded contracts awarded by the U.S. Army. How many contracts were awarded? The information was provided by the U.S. Army Corps of Engineering. So we analyze as a quantitative data discrete variables, and it means when the possible results is a finite or a countable infinite number, which means has to be number of children, number of students in a school, number of bacteria per pound, passengers on a flight. So for that, I have selected to analyze the number of bids. So how many bids each contract have received, and as a result, we have did discrete variable chart explaining that close to zero contracts had received just 6 bids, and very little, 2 contracts only had received 5 bids, and most of the contracts have received just 1 bid. That's probably the reason why the contracts were so expensive, because they did not have received multiple bids to be able to decide which other engineer to work with.
Okay, so now we'll be looking at the quantitative variables. We have the continuous variables, result of measurement, and maybe a percentage or fraction measured using some instrument. Example, weight, scale, height, measurement tape, time, chronometer. Quantitative. Here we're looking at the continuous variables. Comparison between how much was the government budget and how much was the actual bid. Here we had to highlight the government estimate. When we highlighted the government estimate, so we click on insert, and then that gave us the graph that we have here. So here we can see that we have the continuous variables.
With the qualitative characterization, we describe data, not numerically. For example, we qualify by eye color, by type of business, by the profession, by the degree, and using our data, we could qualify how many, what type of projects were awarded. So in here we had all those different types of projects, and we clearly can see that the FNR was the most, is the red one right here, is the most awarded projects in the bids. And to calculate that, I have used the pie chart to show you, and calculating how many projects of each type allow me to analyze what type of contracts that were firmed, and we can decide for future jobs if it's still contracting with the same type.